everybody? Gonna set up with your boy real quick. It's your boy, Trey Sense. And we got a little bit of a video, a little bit of a discussion for you today. What we're gonna talk about today, 7 fragrances from my collection that are really great for this time of the year. Most of them are inexpensive, and I honestly think you should be wearing them. Now we're gonna give it some life here. Bam. So before we get into this though, I need something from you. You need to like this video, share this video, and if it's not asking too much from you, I need you to sub to the channel. Spring is here. It is upon us. Today is the 4th day of March. Yeah, and it's supposed to be storming here in Alabama a little bit later, but nonetheless, the sun is shining. It's gonna be about 70 degrees, so it's springtime. The first one I wanna talk to you about is from the house of Valentino, and I think it's probably the most expensive one on this list, but it is still a good one, and I think it is great for the spring and summer, mainly the spring. From the house of Valentino is Valentino's Born in Roma Gold. And I like this fragrance, man. It was one I could not wait to get my hands on. You have some of that sweet gourmand juice going on like you have from a lot of the Born in Roma line. But then it just gets this slight little coffee vibe. And then it just, a little bit of leather. I think it would be great for a date night, an evening out in the spring and fall, because you know, during the day, the temperatures are nice and it's pretty and it's bright. The evening time, you see the sun shining behind me, God's natural light. In the evening time, it gets a little cool. It gets a little cool. So I think this one will be a great one to wear on a nice evening out. Now, it settles down and brightens up enough for you to pull it off in the daytime. Like, let's just say, you know, because we're men. You know what I'm saying? We're not little boys. We don't just get to sit around until it's time to go on the date. Sometimes we have stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes those dates happen during the week. So, I mean, you may be at work, or you may just have stuff to do. You may have some errands you just gotta go run. So I think this one is versatile enough for you to wear it to go run your errands, and then still sexy enough to be able to pull it off on a date night. So, I know this fragrance is not about a date night, but still, when you're single, dates happen, right? So from the house of Valentino, it is Born in Roma Gold. I like this one. I look forward to this one maturing a little bit, getting a little bit of air in my bottle, sitting a little bit and amping up a little bit. Because that's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Again, slightly gourmandy, a little bit leathery, a little bit floral. Nice. Great, balanced, year-round type of scent, but I definitely think you can wear it in the springtime. The name alone, to me, just says spring. From the house of Banana Republic, and we're gonna go on a little bit of a Banana Republic run here. From the house of Banana Republic, it is Grassland. It is Grassland. You could have put Metal Rain in here as well. It would have went fine, but I went with Grassland. Because when I think of Grassland, I just think of spring. I think of grass starting to grow and the smell. Now this one, I'm not sure if this is an EDP concentration or an EDT, but I like everything that Banana Republic put in these bottles, man. They haven't missed yet with these bottles. Whether it's targeted for men or targeted for women, they haven't missed with these bottles. Great job, Banana Republic. Now this one, I think the name says it all. Grassland. Does it smell like a ball of grass? No, but it does smell fresh. It does smell watery. Does slightly earthy, slightly aquatic. It just smells to me like a nice spring day in the South, in Alabama. It's pretty. Time's fixing to change. It makes you just think about gathering your friends up, pitching some horseshoes, playing some dominoes, some cards. Somebody's on the grill, maybe shooting at a basketball goal. I say shooting at it because, you know, we ain't what we used to be, and that's fine. It's at our age, it's more about the camaraderie and coming together than it is the actual whatever we doing. It don't matter what we doing. Let's just get together and do it, you know? And I think this is a perfect fragrance for that. Does it remind you of Cool Waters? Slightly, but no. Does it remind you of Green Irish Tweed? Slightly, but no. Same vibe, but not the same scent. So if you have Cool Waters, or you happen to have Green Irish Tweed or Aspen or any of the other Cool Water flankers, and you're thinking, will that be redundant? In my personal opinion, no, I don't think it would be redundant. Especially if you pick this up at the Burlington or somewhere like that, and you can get it for $19 to $24. I think it would be a great addition to your fragrance repertoire. And to me, it's wet, it's green, it's earthy. It's a nice fragrance for what you're going to pay for it. I think you get a well-made fragrance and a well-developed fragrance for the $19 to $25 that you're going to pay for this. So from the House of Banana Republic, it is Grassland. Metal Rain is good too. Metal Rain is good too. And so is Tobacco and Tonka Bean and Dark Cherry and Amber. All those are good. This next one is extremely good as well. It may be the reason that I'm willing to sell and part with my Nishane's Oolong Chew, because they're a lot alike. From the House of Banana Republic, we have Vintage Green Summate 78. Whew, man. And what you have with this is just what it says. A nice, fresh, green, bright, herbal citrus fragrance. This almost smells like, it almost smells like an oil. And it's funny because it does have a vintage smell to it. It does remind you of a fragrance that would have came out in the late 80s, late 70s, early 80s. But with a modern feel and a modern twist. This fragrance to me, Vintage Green 78, is the perfect white t-shirt, blue jean, Chuck Taylor, or K-Swiss, or Air Forces, whatever basic, simple white shoe that you want to put on with your t-shirt. That's what this fragrance is to me. It's so basic and so simple, but yet it's so good. But it does remind you of Oolong Chew. Until it's gonna rain here today. That wind is picking up, so we're gonna have some severe storms later on today, because it's gonna be about 75, 76 degrees with that front coming through. It could get nasty. But anyway, Vintage Green 78, man. It's a good one. It's a good one. I suggest that you guys pick this up if you see it. And I still come across it a lot of times in places like Burlington. I've even seen bigger than the, this is the 100 ml. Even seen bigger bottles than this, you know, big boy bottles for 30 or so bucks. And it's worth it, man. It's worth it. It's worth it. Very simple, very minimalistic styling, but I like it. The cap is solid, the atomizer is good, and the juice is good. From the House of Banana Republic, it is Vintage Green 78. All right, that's the end of the Banana Republic run. Now I'm gonna go old school. And I'm gonna bring out one that, this is, for whatever reason, women in Alabama remember this fragrance. Well, women of my age group in Alabama remember this fragrance. And that's, I'm gonna say from 50 down to 40. And it's Issey Miyake. Every time I smell good at work, which is every day that I hit the clock, that's what you get when you hire Treyway. And an older woman comes up to me and I smell good. They always wanna know, is that Issey Miyake? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not Issey Miyake. It's not any one of them. It's not teriyaki chicken, none of that. It's none of that. But this is a great fragrance to pull out in the spring. Ooh. This is a great fragrance to pull out in the spring. In the spring. There's something about it that's just very vibrant and awakening. Is that a word? How do I want to word that? Awaken. Okay, let me start all over. it's something about this fragrance that when you spray it on, it will wake you up. It's very vibrant. We'll just leave it there because I don't know if awakening is a word. I mean, you can have an awakening. I don't think I'm using it right though. But anyway, this is not English class. This is about fragrances. But nonetheless, this has enough oomph and spice in it that, to me, when you spray it on, it's very exhilarating, and it'll give you just a little bit of. And for whatever reason, women, at least around here, they remember this fragrance. I'm telling you, they will never, in the state of Alabama, ever get over Chrome. They will never get over Sauvage or Savage, and they will never get over Issey Miyake. But Oriental spice, a little bit of an aquatic, slight aquatic in there, a little bit watery, whether it's an aquatic or not, but a very, very good smelling fragrance. And I'm telling you, I've had women ask me about this fragrance numerous times, and I'm just like, why do you think I'm wearing Issey Miyake? Why everybody think I'm wearing Issey Miyake? I don't know if that's the only fragrance that came to mind. I know when I was a younger Trey Sense, hitting the club around the early 2000s and such, everybody wore Issey. So it could be that I wasn't able to wear it then because it gave me a really bad headache. It doesn't bother me as much now. But back then, it gave me a really, really bad headache. Bad headache. I couldn't wear it. Now, but people change, things change. Maybe my senses aren't as sharp as they used to be, but now I can wear this fragrance and, it not bother me. So I think you should wear it too, especially in this upcoming spring. Wind's blowing, the temperatures are warming up. If you got a little event, maybe your son's baseball game or soccer game or something, and that breeze is blowing around, wear that Issey. Wear that Issey. You're gonna catch some attention, I promise you. I promise you. The next one, this one had to make a believer out of me, because I wore it. It wasn't really that big of a deal. And I had some other subs and reviewers tell me, man, my wife love it. My so-and-so love it. Every time I wear it, I get compliments. Moschino Toy Boy. I wore this to work yesterday. I had 3 or 4 unsolicited compliments. I've worn this 5 or 6 times over the years. Never any compliments. But I think this was my first time wearing it to work. And I had a lot of compliments on it. A lot of compliments. I mean, people walking in my scent trail was like, hey, you smell good. Toy Boy. Toy Boy. And again, I love the bottle. I think that's iconic. And I was fixing to go on my break, and I was in line. I had to pay for my stuff, and it was a lady in front of me. She's a regular, and she says, "Oh my God, you always smell so good." And I get that a lot because I do. I always smell good, guys. I do. And then she goes, "What are you wearing today? What is that?" And I said, "Toy Boy." And her face, and this is an older white lady. Her face was like, "Toy Boy?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "It's Toy Boy." She said, "I've never heard of that. Who is it by?" And I said, "It's by Moschino." And I say that to say there is an art to wearing fragrances, and there is a conversation that can be had. Now this is an old married lady, so it wasn't nothing like that, but it could have been. You know what I'm saying? So especially for you single guys, hey, even if you're at work or whatever your situation is, make sure you smell good. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when you're gonna bump into somebody and they ask you, like, "What are you wearing?" And it just invokes a conversation. So keep your smell good game on point. I don't know what JB Butters I would pair with these fragrances. It would probably be something along the line, my Baccarat or my Aventist, or maybe my Polo Blue or my Blue de Chanel, because I have those 4 and those are kind of light, but I'm not sure which one I would pair with this. JB probably gonna see the video. He may chime in the comments and let y'all know one that would pair well with these. But speaking of pair is one of the notes in this, and it just works. And I'm not saying that because I got compliments. I'm saying that because some things you have to prove to me. And this is one that was proven to me. So from the house of Moschino, it is Toy Boy. And this is also this should also be a unisex fragrance. I happen to pick up a box of fragrances from the homeboy Cheapo Depot, and there was a bottle of this in there. So I gave it to my girlfriend, and she loves it. She wears it and it smells good on her. So some fragrances, whether they don't have a sex. Now, are some of them marketed for men? Yes. Are some of them marketed for women? Yes. An example of one that I have that is marketed for women, Tom Ford's Black Orchid. I think it's the parfum, Black Orchid parfum. It's marketed for women, but I wear it and wear it proudly. It smells good. It doesn't smell like a woman to me. To me, it smells chocolatey, truffly, and I like it, so I wear it. This one has pear and rose in it. What pear and rose combination do you think is going to be over the top masculine? Now again, we wear what we want. We wear what we like. So I'm just saying. But if you have this and you're tired of it, toss it to your lady. She may want to wear it. This next one I know is a unisex fragrance and marketed for unisex, and they did a good job with it. And this house, to me, is probably the most disrespected house in Fragcom. It is the Scottie Pippen of Fragcom. It is just disrespected. It is the Robert Horry, since I'm from the state of Alabama. This house is the Robert Horry 7-8 championship winning Fragcom of House of Fragcom. This is CK1 and this is CK All. And this floral, bright, smooth, easy to wear, inexpensive fragrance is good, guys. This is good. To me, this is spring and summer in a bottle. This is casual in a bottle. This is, I'm gonna hang out with my homeboys today in a bottle. This is, you know, my cousin is in town and I gotta run some errands and he coming with me in a bottle. You know, that's what this fragrance is to me. It is not too much. It doesn't come across that I'm trying too hard, but it is a nice, smooth, sweet, creamy, floral fragrance that would go absolutely great this time of the year. And because it's got that C and that K on it, people are like, you pass by it. If Aqua de Parma or Tom Ford or Roja Dove or any big time house released this exact same scent today, put it in a intense cologne concentration and slapped a $150 price tag on it, y'all would run out and buy it and be talking about how great it is and how smooth it is and all this other stuff. But because it's CK and it's been out a minute, people tend to overlook it. Don't overlook a fragrance just because it's not popular. Doesn't mean that it's not good. Doesn't mean that it's not good. And that is one that I think, I like it. I like it, but I am a CK fan. I am a fan of CK. I think CK Reveal is dope. I think CK Flame is dope. I think CK Defy and Defy EDP is dope. I'm looking forward to getting my hands on Defy Parfum. I think Eternity Parfum is good. I think CK All is good. I think CKB is good. CK Shock is good. There's a lot of fragrances from the house of Calvin Klein that are good. Several of the Calvin Klein Eternity fragrances are good, but when it comes to CK All, I think it is a great one to get your hands on this time of the year. Nice, floral, smooth, creamy, great fragrance. This next one may be the hardest one for you to get your hands on because you're probably not going to run across it as in a rack store, not as of yet anyway, but you may coming up because some other Middle Easterns are popping up in rack stores, but it's from the house of Afnan. And it is Afnan's Supremacy Gold. And this one, man, is a sparkly, champagne-y, fruity, peachy gem of a fragrance. And I think it would go great this time of the year in the springtime, man. I think it's got enough brightness and sparkliness to wear it in the daytime, but I think it's got enough oomph. I knew my battery was gonna go dead. got enough oomph to wear it in the evening time as well. So I like it, man. I really, really, really do. I think Afnan is another house that people sleep on. You know, we've become enamored with Lattafa, as we should. Lattafa is a great house. They make great fragrances, and so does our moth. But I think sometimes we forget about Afnan as well. They make really, really good fragrances as well. Really good fragrances as well. So that's one I think you should definitely get your hands on, especially if you're looking for an inexpensive fragrance that's got that peach mango type jam going on. I think Afnan Supremacy Gold is one that you will like. All right, guys, my phone has told me that it needs to be charged, so I'm gonna get off of here, edit this video, and try my best to get it up to you today. Today is Tuesday. Hope to get it up by Tuesday. Sometimes YouTube is slow to load, so we will see. But hopefully you'll see this video Tuesday. If so, happy Tuesday. Me and the fellas are going after work to eat some tacos and hang out a little bit and just fellowship, because we need that sometimes. We need male interaction. So, but anyway, listen, I love you all, man, and thank you all so much for being the best part of this channel. Yeah, do something for yourself today or maybe this upcoming weekend, whether it's go buy you a fragrance, maybe go buy that tie you've been wanting, the jacket, the suit you've been wanting, the shoes, the gun, whatever it is. Do something for yourself, because life is short, and it's one thing I assure you, we ain't getting out of here alive. None of us. None of us are. So do something for yourself and enjoy yourself. With that being said, listen, I love you all. May God bless you all. Thank you all who continue to check in, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. Shouts out to Wyoming, all the way to South Africa, baby. I love it, man. But anyway, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.